We like that. Okay, we are all set. Thank you, Art. Thanks everybody for being on here and being early. And we are ready to blast off. So welcome everyone to our Tuesday night webcast. Got a couple surprise guest stars, guest speakers. So we're gonna get busy here. Appreciate everybody taking a little bit of their time tonight. We're gonna share with you our Nexus Rewards business and also Cashback and Savings program, which we think is the ultimate referral program out there. So I'm gonna share that with you and just take a little bit of your time. I've been in the direct sales industry, networking for the last 3 decades. I've had some really nice runs, a couple great companies, and it's awesome to be aligned with another one. So I appreciate you all plugging in here with us. And I'm not going to talk about myself because there's too much of that already. But I am going to give you a quick overview and show you what you're going to see here. I'll give you an overview to our overview. We're going to show you services that everyone wants and needs, which is kind of important. We'll show you a membership that easily pays you more money than it costs, which is always nice. A network that you can grow to a significant residual income for years, and it only requires a small amount of your time to put in place. So it's available to everybody. When you go and plug in without referring anyone or recruiting anyone, you could put 50, 60 bucks, a lot more than that, in your pocket this month. Actually, you can probably do it in the next couple of weeks without a whole lot of hustle. There's a $30 cashback offer, shopping at thousands of places, stores, and then you can get cash back from gas. You can get an Amazon gift card. You can literally go get all of that, like I said, in the next couple of weeks. And you can get a lot more than that, just a matter of how much money you spend to get cash back on all of those expenses. Now, this is a company that was founded by these 2 gentlemen, Art and Rob Phelps, brothers, up in the Long Island, New York area. They've had pretty phenomenal success. They were the top reps with another company way back at the beginning of the 90s called Rexall Showcase International. They even wrote a book on it, and they had almost the entire company in their organization that they were getting paid on. So that's pretty impressive. In 2003, about a decade later, they started a company called Automatic Builder. That thing's been running for 2 decades, pretty impressive. And they've obviously been in the marketing world for the same thing, 3 decades like I have. And they've been advisory board members on 3 different companies. So that's saying a lot. But then when you look at their goals, that's even more impressive. They launched Nexus this year, officially went live in March after their pre-launch. And they said they wanted to help millions of people here create a residual income stream and get paid on that for decades. You don't hear that very often in the home business arena. And that would definitely make them a legacy company if they put all that together. So great guys. Glad that we have Art on the phone here with us tonight. And you'll hear from him in a little bit. But the first question is, are you one of these frustrated home business builders? The dirty little secret of the network marketing industry, which is what I call the elephant on the table that no one wants to talk about, but we will, is in order for you to make money, other people have to lose money. That means spend and then not recoup it. And it's kind of difficult, but that's how it's been for a long time. The new way that we love, and this is why, one more reason why we love Nexus, is to make money, other people have to save money. How does that sound? I mean, you tell me what sounds better to you. Kind of a no-brainer. If you haven't had success in the industry, well, yeah, it's time for change, but it might not have been your fault, because if the odds are stacked against you succeeding, where most people lose money in the industry because you have to sell, you have to get people to spend money on things that they don't want to buy or they don't need or they can't afford, high-priced products, and then a very high monthly auto ship. I mean, all these things have been going on for decades, and we're about sick of it, really. I mean, you've got your typical comp plan qualifications out there that are impossible to reach, and all that makes it hard to break even. And when you are encountering that type of scenario, what do people do? There it is, the QUIT, right? That's attrition when people are leaving. And if you're adding 2 but losing 1, or adding 2 and losing 3, or something like that, it makes it really difficult. And that's why we say the odds are stacked against you. That's why Nexus is a game changer. And but again, you're going to be able to judge that for yourself. Everyone knows for a business to sustain itself, it needs real product and real customers. That means it's got to be affordable, where there's an exchange of value for dollars that a customer will be satisfied with that exchange. You know, most companies out there, you're doing a front end load, which means you're buying rank with a humongous purchase when you start up, and then you got to go sell all that stuff, get rid of it, or justify, you know, doing something with it. And then garage qualifying, where, oh, I've got all this stuff, I got to store it in my garage. This bunch of grapes here, this guy's buying and cramming his garage. That's a little joke there. But, you know, there's no upsell here. After you plug in with us, you see our cost. You're not going to have to worry about, oh, now they're going to ask me to go spend $300 or $500 or any of that stuff. You don't have a large auto ship. None of these headaches are there, which means no one gets hurt financially. And that's what we love. So we do have a solution to the three essentials out there: gas, groceries, and prescriptions. All of those are available for cashback and massive savings. And we're going to show those to you step by step. You literally can get paid to shop right there with the Nexus Cashback app. Now, if you want some testimonials, all you got to do is dial that number right there. That's what we call our sizzle call, 385-330-9068. And there, of that 3-minute call, there's 2 minutes of just rapid fire of people sharing all the money they've saved in different places. And you can average several percent cash back from thousands of retailers. You might recognize some of the different stores on here. You might recognize all of them. And that's one of the things that we have. We also have our benefit hub right there. Nexus Benefit Hub gives you huge savings on travel. Now, you look at that, you say, what's huge? Well, how about up to 60% off? And by the way, this is not some fringe thing. This actually has almost 2 million people. That was a month and a half ago, up to almost 1.9 million clicks on this site. So there's a lot of people using it. I'll show you more evidence of how many people are going to that benefit hub here in just a minute. On top of that, we are a proud partner of the world's most loved venues, 3,000 partners worldwide. Tickets has a ticket to museums and Broadway shows and other events and amusement parks and on and on and on, up to 40% off there. And again, this is all part of our premium package that you can save money on all these things. How about car insurance or home insurance? And just to give you an example, our own Joyce Harris on here, who went and got her car insurance shopped, and then she got to sign off on it, whether or not she wanted the savings. She saved almost exactly $100 a month, which adds up to way over $1,000 a year. She switched from Liberty Mutual. Everybody knows that name. You might be thinking, what, she gets switched to some little podunk, unheard of company? No, she got switched to Farmers. And by the way, if you're with Farmers, you might have the opposite going on. You know, you might have been with them long enough, they raise your rates, you haven't shopped it in a while, and boom, all of a sudden you can save a lot of money on your insurance. But they do all the work on that. I mean, I looked at this and I said, hey, I haven't gone and shopped my own insurance. I went to, you know, 1 or 2 other companies, and it's very simple to submit your info and let them go and do the work for you and shop it to a lot of different places. You can do that with your homeowner's insurance. You see on here that we've got almost a quarter of all the Fortune 500 companies, you know, what is that, 125 companies using this benefit hub, and average savings of hundreds of dollars per month, whether it's on insurance or on health, you know, health insurance, dental insurance, all these different things, different legal protection, all the big ticket items that you could imagine, and they're all in there. When I look at all of these companies, over 10,000 that are using the benefit hub, including America's 2 largest employers, that's when, you know, hey, this is not some fringe thing. I'm going to have to worry about whether or not the savings are actually there or if other people are using it. Look at this. 1.1 million visit us monthly. I actually went and verified that on similarweb.com. I wanted to make sure that that was true, and it is true. They've averaged over 1 million people in the last quarter, so not just monthly. So love all of that. You can go verify it if you want. You can just log in there to the site and use the services and save money. It's dynamite. You can also get paid to buy gas here with the whole Nexus setup. This guy here said he's earned over $900 cash back. That's pretty impressive. But when you save money at the pump, just using an app, it's real simple to do. But when you refer others, then you get an additional discount, 15 cents a gallon per referral. And that's a one-time deal per referral. It's not every time you go to the pump. But if you refer 1 or 2 people a month, you can see how you're saving. If you refer 1 or 2 people a week, there you go. You literally can save 50 cents a gallon every fill up, if you fill up once a week. Plus, now this is where it really gets fun, 1 cent a gallon on every gallon your referrals buy forever. That's pretty good. And then also a half of a penny per gallon on all of your referrals forever. And that's pretty amazing. That's the app saying that. We didn't put all that in place. It's a third-party app, but it makes it very easy for us to scale up and put a lot of people in front of us. So we love that. This is an example here where I had 4 referrals in a week, 15 cents a gallon. You add that up, 60 cents a gallon. And I had another discount or 2 on top of that. And on a $46.90 total fill up, that was on my small car, that was almost $10 cash back right there. Now, I don't know how many times you need to do that to cover your Nexus fee, but it's kind of a great setup. So when you build up your referral base and then you're getting a penny per gallon, all this stuff starts to build up. And that's why it's so fun right here. That's why people love Nexus and all the savings. Plus, you can get paid to eat and drink. You can see some of these cashback offers or these amounts here. I mean, it literally amounts to buy one, get one free, buy one, get a quarter of one free, that type of setup. But you can get cash back on thousands of restaurants. We have several apps that are going to give you cash back for going into their shops and their restaurants. By the way, why are they paying us? Well, it's real easy. They are no longer advertising, or they are taking a lot of their ad budget and they're putting it in to paying us to go through their apps. And that way advertisers know what's actually working. In the old days, turn the clock back 30, 40 years, if you wanted to reach everybody in America, you had 3 choices, right? ABC, CBS, and NBC. Today, how many choices do you have? 10,000? I don't even know, 100,000? And so that's what we're doing. We're replacing the ads and getting people to go shop through these processes. And when we do that, you can literally get paid everywhere you shop, whether it's on Groceries or name brand stores, Target, Walmart. You look at some of these names and you're like, wait a minute, Amazon? Yeah, you can. You can literally go and scan a receipt and get cash back and, have any headache. So simple to do. I always have a receipt sitting right here on my office desk because that is getting scanned and boom, that's just on a gas fill up. Now I double dip. And if you use a Visa rewards card or whatever to pay for your gas, you can triple dip, which, hopefully everybody does that now. But, when you scan your receipt, you're getting paid on that. And then when you use the gas app, you get paid on that. 3 different ways. You can do that with just about every store out there. A lot of fun. I could spend a lot of time on that, but I'm going to be real quick here, tying this up. With our Rakuten app, you can get $30 on spending $30. What? Yeah, it's true. They're actually going to give you $30 on money that you were going to spend anyway. Now, you can do that at Sam's Club, at Walmart, at Target, like I said, pretty much anywhere, and you're getting basically free products. I went and I placed my regular Sam's Club order. I just went through the app, and when I placed my order, which I do, every month, then I got $30 cash back plus the 1 cent cash back that you normally get through that app. And now every time you have someone who you refer do that and they get the $30 back, you get a $30 bonus. 30, 30, 30. That's what Nick calls it. And he told me that right on day one and my head was spinning. I didn't even know what was going on. And then I read through this and I said, oh my gosh, it's real right there. So you can get $30 for every referral. It's not just, the first 1 or the first 5, whatever. You can go refer 10 people, that would be $300 right there. You can go refer 100 people, do the math. I mean, this is a one-time payout, but every single referral that you do that, you can get that on. On top of that, with Amazon's gift cards available from the Fetch Rewards app, every time you scan, you get points. And when the points add up to these amounts, you get these amount of gift cards, or you can just sit on it and then have it accumulate and cash out whenever you want. So all of that together, when you combine it, adds up to that little amount that I told you about. And then you get into our premium offers, like saving money on insurance, save money on your prescriptions right there. The NXRX prescription app is literally up to 80% off. We have some great testimonials on that. They have on our rep website, you can go watch a 1-minute video, and it says right on there, works with or without insurance. Our prices may be cheaper than your copay through your insurance. I mean, how fantastic is that? All you got to do is test it out and see for yourself if you can save money. By the way, you can build this all over the globe right now with that benefit hub that we have in our premium offer. That's available in 15 countries right now, and you can check out all these different countries here. And they also have in-country phone support, which is fantastic. Their customer service is legendary. Already, people have raved about it just from using it here with our company. But they've been raving about this service from before because we aren't the first company to offer it. But all of these countries, if that's not enough for you, okay, well, let's make it bigger. If that's not enough, we'll just go to this app right here, and you can see they've got 73 countries right there. I mean, we're talking about pretty much all of Europe, all of the EU, almost all of Asia, almost all of South America, some of Central America, and on and on and on. But you can build in all these countries right now. And you might look at this and say, well, I'm not in one of those countries, and that's okay. You can still, even if you're outside of this country, you can sign up with us. We're open in 160 countries, so double the number of countries listed here, and then they can recruit back into these countries. Pretty easy process to do, and it's an affordable business. Anybody can plug in here, very low cost, definitely the lowest cost direct selling program that you'll ever see at $21.95 a month. That's your membership. You do have a $10 one-time setup fee. I hope that doesn't break anybody, but there it is. It's totally affordable. And here's the key question, and some of you have already said yes to this. Would you pay a small membership fee to get a bigger amount of money? And when I throw these names up here, then you go, oh, yeah, we already do that. Okay, that makes sense. You know, Henry Ford figured it out over 100 years ago. Sell to the masses to dine with the classes. And that's pretty much what we're doing. But you think about how much cash back or how much of a referral fee do you get paid for sharing the membership of these wholesale buying clubs? Probably a one-time little bit, right? But with us, you're going to get paid month in and month out. On that $21.95, you know, that $10 is a one-time setup fee. But as the sponsor, you get, on that $21.95, you get $10 every month that they pay their membership. You're getting $10. That's a nice reward right there. And, you know, you do that with 3 people, you've already covered your $21.95, right? Easy math. Now, in addition to the other premium benefits that I showed you, you also get a rep website. I'm going to show you that here at the end. You get a back office like this. You get a ton of training. All of that's in place. You get your genealogy all spelled out for you. You can see anybody that shows up in your organization anywhere down infinite levels. I think I've got people like down 14 levels after 2.5 months, and they're all right there on the genealogy. I zoomed in on this just a little bit so you can see it better. But that genealogy button there or menu gives you a personal site stats where you can go look at how many people have gone to your website in today or in yesterday, in the last month. I mean, all that stuff is based on unique IP addresses. So if I go to your site 10 times, it doesn't say you had 10 visitors. That I would count as 1, and that's a big deal. So all of that is in place and included in your $21.95 membership right there. But if that's not enough for you, I'm going to show you some other benefits here in a sec. But yeah, you can get some of this for free, and we have a great free membership package with incredible value. When we have someone who joins us for free, that's a customer. You know, they don't even have to pay for it. You can get these 3 apps at no charge. And you might say, yeah, but I can get all those for free now. That's right, you can, but they're not bundled. And the way we bundle it, it makes it a no-brainer to be able to then go and get a lot of other people. And we love getting customers, nothing wrong with that. But if you pay, if you have a premium membership, then you get a lot more value, and you get to build a business that's as an affiliate. And then you have all of these different benefits, like the benefit hub that we talked about. And, I don't have a whole lot of time to dive in on everything that you get here, but I'm going to show you a resource where you can go and get all that stuff. My attitude is you could show this to a teenager and they could go get 50 of their friends' parents to pay that $22 a month. So you do have the ability to go and build a big network here. And we're going to touch on that and give you a little motivation to join us on the financial side. The difference between Nexus and other companies out there, if you could find another company that offers all that we do, but you won't, but you will see some other programs that will cost literally double to quadruple what Nexus charges, and they don't offer anywhere close to what you can get with us. So, and then the beauty is, as I just alluded to, the bundled free programs, probably if you're just promoting one of them, aren't going to make sense to go out there and just promote that one. You're not going to spend a significant amount of time. But when you bundle them together, now you start thinking, helping people think, hey, before I go out the door, am I getting gas? Am I going to go shopping, Macy's, JCP? I could save some money there. Am I going to go out to a restaurant? Let's pick one where we get buy one, get one free, or, 20% off, something like that. Plus, all of our apps are third party. We don't have to scale up or worry about, hey, can the company handle bringing on 10,000 or 100,000 new reps in here? No, it's not an issue. We don't have to worry about that. Yes, they can handle that. And the income percentage is much higher as a percent of revenue paid to us. And that's the reason that they offer that, is because our corporate guys, our founders, have been in the industry for a long time, and they know what reps go through in the field, and they want us to succeed. So they understand what it's like for us, and they put in place a program that is going to give us that. One other thing that I wanted to touch on, just as far as the business model here, which is amazing. If you're looking at it like me, you're skeptical. Hey, can you take basically a free model to gigantic revenue? Well, the answer is yes. It's been done before a few times, but Spotify is the most recent business model right there. They have right on their website. They transformed music listening forever. They launched almost 15 years ago, one of the largest music streamers out there, over 400 million active users, and they had a small fraction of them pay for their monthly service, and that's $10 a month. Well, what did they do? They offered a free service. They provided great value, and they have literally reached, as of last year, $10 billion in revenue. And that's exactly what Nexus is doing. I mean, this whole model is not like a big guessing game as to whether or not it's going to work. We know that it will. Great service, great value, and then the bundle saves you a lot more than it costs you. So that's it. That's the brilliance of what Art and Rob set up here for us. And all we got to do then is go and use the apps and refer other people so that we can pay off bills, maybe spend more time with family, or even take vacations and live the life. They give you 100% 1 week money back guarantee right on the website. You don't have to worry about, are they really going to honor that? Although, who's going to worry about getting your money back when you see all this money that you can save? Simplest business I've ever seen. It's a great setup here. And if you want a lot more detail, check this out. We have a flipbook presentation that is so well done, super professional. And you don't have to copy this website down. You can if you want, but it's on the rep website of the person that invited you here. So you can go and see it. It's near the bottom of that rep website, and you can literally flip back and forth through this flip book. It's a lot better to see it on a bigger screen. So do it on a laptop or a computer instead of, a little cell phone. But when you go through all this, you're going to hear one of our co-founders, Art Phelps, narrating every page and giving you a lot of great info, including on the comp plan. And then you'll know what's going on. There's our little disclaimer. I'm going to introduce Art now, and he's going to walk you through a little bit of the compensation. One of the promotions that he's kind enough to share with us tonight. And Art, while you say hello, I'm going to tee up your slides. All right. So give me just a minute. Welcome, Art Phelps from Long Island.
Thank you, John. Great overview. I mean, this is an amazing business, and we're attracting some amazing marketers to it. And we're really attracting just about everyone who wanted to somehow, some way make some money online. A lot of people have struggled, as you said, with the statistics there. 90% of the people in this industry don't make money, they lose money. And so for the last 10 years, my brother and I have been looking for a solution for that. Joining, I can't tell you how many programs we've joined, worked with owners trying to design a compensation plan with them. And in my 3 decades, so John and I, interesting story, John and I both started this month 33 years ago in the month of August in 1989 at 2 different companies. But now we've circled back around and we're working together. So that's really, really, really super cool. So this plan is really a compensation plan is, 32 years. I've been on some sort of advisory capacity with companies, advisory boards or something, kind of getting companies to do things so that the average person could make money. People at the top of the plan can always make money. John, I was wondering maybe if you could just flip back to your presentation for 2 secs, and I'll just go back to the, let me give an overview of the other parts of the compensation, and then we'll come back to this because this is something I do want to talk about tonight because it is a special promotion that we have. But
sorry about that.
We have that unilevel slide and that other stuff. Let's see. Get rewarded when you refer others. This is what John was saying. You make $10 per month on your personal referrals. We've got a 10-level referral program. There's infinity payouts there as well. We've got some global profit sharing. We've got a dynamic compression feature in the compensation plan, $5 infinity coded bonuses, and then the fast start bonuses, and then the monthly loyalty program that we'll allude to in a second. But I do want to show you the unilevel because this thing is super, super powerful. You start off and your first goal is to enroll 5 personal members. That would be $10 times 5, $50, right? That you're making right there. And that's going to enable you to earn 6 levels deep into the compensation plan. And you see that. And then, level 1 is the people you refer, level 2 is the people they refer, and so on down 6 levels. As you start to grow your team, you're going to get 25 people in your network, and that's going to allow you to start to earn what we call infinity commissions. Okay, you're going to make an extra 25 cents starting on level 3. Okay, so that means you're not making 50 anymore, you're making 75, but it pays to infinity. So you could be making 25 on levels 4, so an extra 25 on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down to infinity. You will get blocked if someone reaches your level, but the good news if someone reaches your level is they're most likely going to push you up to Pro 50, where you have 50 people on your team, and then you pick up another quarter starting on levels 4 and going down from there. So you can see what happens there. It's pretty dynamic, and you'll get paid that until someone blocks you there. But again, they're probably going to promote you up to 1 star. And I think we're going to hear from 1 star tonight, so that's pretty cool. And a 1 star starts picking up another 25 cents starting on level 5. So you could be making $1.25 on all the people on your 5th level. And that goes all the way down to infinity as well until somebody blocks you or reaches your level. That's what I mean by blocks you. And that's probably going to push you up to 2 star, where you start making another quarter on level 6, meaning you could make $1.50 on level 6 and then $1 through 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down. Could be dozens of levels, hundreds of levels deep. So this is how we rank advanced. And as you can see with this chart, you could be earning up to $1.90 on people on your 10th level. And we specifically wanted 10 levels because in a unilevel, that's really where the biggest bulge of people is going to be on ultimately. In the beginning, it'll be on, 2, 3, 4, but then it'll start to move 5, 6, 7. And then as time goes on, it's going to go to 8, 9, 10. And you could have literally thousands, tens of thousands of people in that unilevel. I think we even have an example, John, like what if you got 5 or something? I don't know if we have that slide, but it's a pretty cool example.
We do. Coming right up.
Yeah, cool. I mean, the cool thing is the strength of our products and the demand for them, cashback savings, and the strength of this compensation plan, we pay almost 80% out, is attracting a lot of people. It's making it really simple for people to sponsor people enroll. We have people who have enrolled 5 people. Of course, we have people who have enrolled 10, 20, 50, 100. We even have someone who's referred 150 people, sponsored 150 premium members. Amazing, amazing thing. So this is an example of 5 who get 5, right? Just to kind of show you kind of the monthly income potential. If you enrolled 5 premium members, there's that $10, you'd be making $50. If they enrolled 5, okay, you get $1 on level 2. And then these other levels are assuming that you're being blocked. So the minimum that you would make would be 75 cents on levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. And with everyone enrolling just 5, not 20, not 50, not 100, just 5. Ultimately, you could have a network of 19,000 people, and that payout would be 14,700. I think that's about $174,000 a year in this portion of the compensation plan. So potentially a lot of money built into this system for people. And again, we're not making claims that this is what you're going to make. Your efforts are, your income is going to be solely based upon your own efforts, your willingness to share, your willingness to use the apps, which is really a cool thing, is that people can come in, and I can guarantee people will make money if they just use our product. There's no way you cannot make money just using our product. So we've got that. Now we also have something, maybe now you can go over and switch over to our the other slides, John. We've put together something called a customer loyalty bonus matrix. And it's a 3x10 bonus matrix, okay? So a 3x matrix means in this portion of the plan, when you get started as a premium member, you're going to get positioned in the highest position we have available in that matrix. And you're going to have 3 spots underneath you. Now, when those 3 spots get filled, and they can be filled by you, or they can be filled by people above you in the matrix. Could be a sponsor, could just be other people above you. But once those 3 are filled, everyone goes under those 3 until the 9 positions are filled. And then once they're filled, everyone goes under those into the 27 on the 3rd people levels filled. And then they go on the 4th and the 5th, and this just goes all the way down through 10 levels. Now, the potential here, the maximum that you could make in this, you can see the payouts there, 10 cents per member. Doesn't seem like a lot, but the potential here is like over $8,800 just on that matrix. But what we've done is we've created a check match, okay, where you could receive up to 100% check match. And here's the requirements for that. Once you become a Pro 25, we talked about that. That's with 25 people in your team. You're going to get a 25% check match on the matrix earnings of all of your referrals. So if you referred 5 people, like we talked about, you would be getting whatever they make in the matrix, you would be getting 25% check match. So if they made $100, you get $25, right? If you're a Pro 50, you get a 50%. And if you're a 1-star, 100 people in your network, you get 100% check match. And again, that monthly check match maximum that you could be making off any one single referral is over $8,800, okay? But right now, we're doing a special promotion. If you join now and you enroll 3 premium members in your first 2 weeks, or 5 premium members in your first 4 weeks, we're going to grandfather you at the 100% check match, so that you don't have to wait till you become a 1-star to start earning 100%, okay? As soon as your referrals start making any commissions in this matrix, you will match them 100%. They make $8, you make an extra $8 on top of your matrix earnings. They make $80, you make an extra $80. They make $800, you make an extra $800. Whatever they make, you make. Okay. They make 8,800. You make an extra 8,800 on them. Okay. So if you join us now, this is a special promotion we're running, and you enroll 3 members in your first 2 weeks or 5 in your first 4 weeks, you're grandfathered in at the 100% check match. Now, existing reps, you might have been with us for a while, and you didn't have this. You didn't have this option. So here's what we're doing. We want to extend it to everybody. I want you guys to get 100% check match, because there's nothing cooler than 100%. It just doesn't get any better than that. So if you become a pro, remember we talked about pro, that's 5 members by August 31st. Now you may have 1, you may have 2, you may have 3, whatever you need to do to get 5 premium members by August 31st. We're going to give you the 100% check match with that. So that's our promotion. It's going to be huge. It could create a lot of money for you, especially as we go down the road. I mean, you think about it, where is this going to be, 2023, 2024, 2025, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now? We're going to have hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions, into this program. We have no doubt about that. I mean, just with the growth that we're seeing and the signups that we're seeing. So imagine having a network, and this is a bonus. All this money is paid on top of the $10, on top of the 10 levels, on top of the infinities, on top of the $5 coded bonuses, on top of anything else. You'll get a monthly bonus that can continue to grow month after month, year after year, and be an exciting. I mean, who doesn't want a bonus? I mean, so we love it. I hope you love it too. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to you, John. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Art. That's fantastic. I agree with whoever that was that said in the chat box, great promo and great explanation of it. Hopefully everybody's clear on that and taking advantage of it. So that's what we want everybody to do. So really glad that we were given that. It's quite a treat. And so now everybody's seen that comp plan. Let's go back here, just backpedal for a minute. And I'm going to share this slide with you real quick so that you can see some of our top ranks here. And, like Art had mentioned, the 5 personal enrollments is that pro rank. And then we just have our little stair step to get to the top. And Nick Skolsky is our diamond. He's the one who set the pace for everybody in the company. And so we're all chasing him. Gloria McDonald shot out to 3-star, super fast. Mike G went to 2-star, really fast. 1-star is where you want to get to as quickly as possible. I'm going backwards here from the top, but we have several people that have hit the 1-star rank, and that's where your group can start growing at the same rate of growth of the company, and that's a big deal. And we've had Carolyn Fernandez do that. We've had Bob Wade do that, Kim Ward do that, Lindsay Sewell do that, and our newest 1-star is Bruce. And Bruce, you got to give me a photo. I forgot to ask you for that. But congratulations to all of them. And, this thing is only a few months old here in the year of 2022. And we're going to see a lot of people do that. But Bruce, if I can ask you to unmute and join us, let us give you a little recognition here. Congrats on hitting that 1-star. You're not unmuted yet, but I'm ready for you to. Okay, good.
I think I'm unmuted now.
You are, and you're on camera. How you doing today?
I'm incredible,
Good.
But don't worry, I'll get better.
Yeah, I know. And you're, you moved from New York, you escaped New York, and you made it down to North Carolina.
Correct.
Right? So you're down there, and you obviously have been in the networking scene for a long time. How long?
Only 1 year longer than you and Art.
Okay. Everybody on this call has heard you many times, but we're all excited for you to be in that 1-star category. So you've been in the industry for a long time. What brought you into it? Give us a little of your background.
All right. Well, it was really an accident. I was volunteering at a seminar program, and somebody in part of the volunteers asked me if I made enough money. And so my obvious answer was no, because I wasn't a millionaire yet. So he said, why don't you come to a meeting I'm holding at a hotel? did that and got involved with the industry. I don't remember the exact date, and I've moved too many times to have the boxes that have my original paperwork. I lost that decades ago. But it was around 1987, 88 that I got involved. So I did that for a couple of years, and it was a tough company, big buy-in pricing, and I just didn't stick with it. Long story short, it wasn't going to work out. So I left that, and I left the industry for a little while. I went to pre-med. I became an LMT. I didn't want to be a doctor, but I knew I wanted to help people. So I became an LMT, licensed massage therapist. And I did that for 6 or 7 years until I injured myself. Couldn't do physical labor kind of work anymore. And so the only thing I knew at the time was either being a ski instructor when I was a kid, but because of the injury, I couldn't do that. I was a photographer, but I didn't want to go back into a dark room and use chemicals because I did that for a while, not my thing. So the only other thing I knew was sales. And if I'm going to do sales, might as well do it in networking. So I started back in networking. I got involved with a guy in Texas, nice guy down in Galveston, and he offered to sell me half a company that he had. So I thought, wow, what a great opportunity. I'll do that. Not a mistake, but I found out that company owners work 10 times more than reps, and all the stress of the whole everybody in the company is on your shoulders. And every little problem requires thousands of dollars worth of programming and dealing with web designers and et cetera. So I found out the hard way that being an owner was not as glossy and happy as it sounds like it would be. It was a whole lot more work, and we experienced every problem you can imagine and overcame most of them. You know, at that point in the late 90s, we were tired of companies going out of business. So we gave people our word we would never close. And we lasted 4 years, but the credit card processing bank decided that we were not going to get money that we made, so we couldn't pay our reps. Now, my partner at the time mortgaged his house, but I was in an apartment. I didn't have anything to mortgage. So we couldn't pay everybody, and that was kind of the downfall, or the beginning of the downfall. We actually requested from the couple of dozen members left and asked their permission to close because we were losing money every month. But after a few months of that, we gave them all our secrets, everything we knew, and they reluctantly let us close. So after that, I went back in the field as a rep and built it back up with numerous companies over the last 2 decades. Only feels like a couple of years, but I've lost all my hair in the process. So, so that's kind of the background. I've consulted a little bit.
What led you to Nexus?
You know, a good friend from the industry, guy named Bob Wade, who's still in the company, gave me a call and sent me an email and said, look at this. And so I wasn't in anything else at the time, back in November, December, that was really all that compelling. I've sold everything you can imagine, some things you couldn't imagine. And having a little bit of a medical background and knowing that people's bodies and internal organs, they're all the same, but everybody's different. So you can't recommend vitamin C to everybody. You can't recommend any nutritional to everybody. Not everybody's going to be interested in that. Every product you can imagine and name, not everybody's going to be interested in that. But when it comes to gas and food, you know, pretty much everybody uses both gas and food. So that was appealing to me. And saving money, as I've put in the chat numerous times, never goes out of style. So I'm 61 recently, and my parents used to collect green stamps when I was a kid. And I, was curious, asked them what that was. They filled a whole book full of these stamps, and then they turned them in and they got discounts on stuff, either furniture or appliances or food or whatever it was. I'm a little too young to know exactly what they used it for, but I remembered they were into saving money. And all my life, saving money is always a good thing. I'd rather pay less than pay more for whatever it is. And so that's kind of a universal thing. Saving money, most people, unless they're millionaires or billionaires and can't be bothered to save a few $100s a month. But then I look at the benefits hub, and John, as you put on your slides, and I've seen on their website, that benefit hub package is used by Fortune 500 companies as part of their executive benefits package. So executives at Fortune 500 companies are using the same product we have. Now, I couldn't get that because I don't work for a Fortune 500 company. So it's not likely that I'm going to go to work for a Fortune 500 anytime soon. But I have the same benefits package that their executives have. And that's what was the average, like $450 per month is the average savings. I'll trade $22 for $400 any day of the week. And that's something I can present to somebody and ask them if they would make that trade. And pretty much, almost 100% of them say yes. I've had one or two people say no, they don't want to bother. I've had other people misunderstand the industry and call it a Ponzi, and you're in one of those pyramid things. And I've said, well, name me something that isn't a pyramid, like a government, a military, the church, cell division, family trees, everything, fractal geometry, everything is pyramidal in shape. So, that those few people that aren't in the industry and don't understand it, I understand where they're coming from. Next, there's 100 million people in the US probably who drive. How many of them can you get to who'd like to save money on gas? I mean, even for years, if there's a gas station in my area, wherever I've lived, if they have gas, 5 or 6 or 8 cents cheaper at one gas station than another, I'll drive the extra mile to go wait in line at the less expensive gas station. And I was waiting in line, which meant a lot of other people were doing the same thing. Now I don't have to wait in line. Now I have an app that I didn't know about before Nexus. And as I've told people, and as you showed in that example, you signed up 4 people one week and got 15 cents. So that's 60 cents in total. If you want free gas for the rest of your life, that's available. So let's say gas is an average of $6 a gallon. Sign up 40 people. Can you find 40 people in the United States out of 100 million people who drive and want to save money on gas? If you can do that, your next tank is free. Plus, if you get 400 people in the comp plan, you're getting paid $10 per person per month. You just got a $400 a week raise. So if you're getting 1 tank of gas a week and you can find 40 people out of the 100 million who drive who want to save money, you continually get an additional $400 every week raise. Find me a Fortune 500 company or any company that's going to give their employees a $400 per week raise. I don't think you're going to find one. So there's a lot of things compelling about Nexus.
Tell us what your goals are here. Now that you hit 1 star, what's the next step?
Well, so I sponsored Mike G, but the problem was he became a 2-star immediately from his list. So I couldn't count those numbers to my own 1 star. So I have to do it with everybody else. So I have to keep building. So as I mentioned,
60% of it.
60% of it, but not 60%. I'm not clear on this. Art will have to tell me the finer definitions of the compensation. Do 100% or 60% of his people count towards my 1 star? I don't know. So I defer that to Art. Okay, so I'll take your word for it. But my goal, as I mentioned on Saturday, is I'm looking to get $10,000 a month from my own efforts. I'm looking to enroll 1,000 paid people because I think I can find 1,000 people out of the 100 million who drive. I think I can find 1,000 of them who want to save money on gas and food. I mean, you look at the price of gas skyrocketing, you look at inflation at the supermarket, and it's a no-brainer that things are going up. And in a recessionary time, whether it's a technical recession, according to accountants and financial people, or if it's just a popular recession that we know we're in, people want to save money all the time. So, recessionary time, which I think we're in, networking and home business does even better, especially when the product is buy whatever you want, right? It's not, I've got products from other companies piled up in not my garage, but in my pantry and around the house, things that I had to buy to qualify for a check. I'm done with that. I don't want to have to buy somebody else's nutritional products that are not for me. I don't want to buy somebody else's soap, shampoo, laundry detergent, skincare. I don't want any of that. I want to buy the brands I like, that I'm used to, that I want. And with Nexus, I can do that. I can buy, if I'm into organic, I can buy organic at the grocery store. If my kids will only eat Pop-Tarts and waffles, I get Pop-Tarts and waffles. You got the full spectrum. You want to buy stuff from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Staples, a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, or McDonald's, or everything in between. You buy whatever you want, and we're going to give you a discount and or cashback or both. And on top of that, we're going to pay you. This is the perfect, absolutely perfect. I wish I thought of it. I've been in other companies that saved you money on stuff, but nothing quite like what Art and Rob figured out. And it's perfect. In my opinion, there isn't anything better than buy whatever you want and make money at the same time.
Well said. Very awesome. All right. Anything else you want to share with everybody before we wrap this up?
I could go on for hours on end, but I'm going to stick to the time since I'm a guest here and not the MC. And this is not one of my marathon 6-hour trainings, which I've done over the years and I can do anytime you want me to. But it's simple, folks. It's really easy. All you have to do is open your mouth. Advertising is the way to do it. So, study marketing a little bit. Everything you need to know is either in the members area of Nexus Rewards, in the members area of the Automatic Builder. And if it's not there, It's on YouTube and you can find it out with a little bit of digging. So it's all available. And there's 1,000 different, like you said, there used to be 3 choices, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Now there's thousands and thousands of choices of how to advertise and get the word out. Any one of them will work. Just pick one and get good at it. The thing that I like to do is YouTube because it's free. You can make a different video every day. You don't have to be good looking. You don't have to have hair. You just pick up your cell phone, hold it out in front of you and talk to it. And people don't care what you look like. They care what information you're giving. So just go for it. Talk to your phone and upload it to YouTube. And you will find people who are fans of you. Right? There were plenty of fans of Telly Savalas. He didn't have I at least had a little bit on the sides, a little bit in the back, or at least people tell me. I don't see it very often, but so it doesn't matter what you look like. It's the information you give to people. So market and talk to people. And so here's something I learned a really long time ago, and I know it's true. So I know of course you'll agree that, so let's take you and I, John. Before Nexus, we didn't know each other. Now we're friends, right? So Who are the people out in the world that you want to talk to? Well, what if you just treated everybody as if they were a friend before you met them? Because really strangers are potential good friends you just haven't met yet. So just treat people like that as you walk around, right? Do whatever you're going to do. Treat people as if they're already your friend. And they'll respond to you just like that. So I talk to everybody everywhere just for the practice of talking to people. And every now and then I think of something. So I'll talk to the cell phone and I'll send myself an email when I come up with, a good line. So I came up with one the other day because I was at the beach. And so, of course, you come up with things. So I talked to my phone. I thought opportunities are like a sunset. If you wait too long, they're gone. So I said that to my phone, emailed it to myself, and now I have a headline to use in an ad somewhere. So it's really easy.
That's good. I like that.
Feel free to take it. Networking is a business about not making up stuff, but following what works. And again, anything will work if you work it. I know, John, you love to text people. Personally, I'd rather do YouTubes and emails. My thumbs are too Neanderthal and big to text on a phone. I know you have some secret training about that, how to make the computer your texting platform, and we'll get to that later. That's yours. So I'll let you share that stuff on the trainings, and I'm pretty sure those trainings are probably on our YouTube channel. So yeah, it's just a matter of, if you want it, all you have to do is try, and it'll work for you. Just make the commitment, plant your flag here, take some time, figure it out, and it will work. So
awesome. Hey, I appreciate you leaving me 2 minutes to tell everyone how they can join. So awesome. Thank you so much for being on here. You're always so giving of your time, and you set a really good example for everybody in your generosity, and also in your willingness to share great ideas with everybody, even if they're not in your team. And I really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Bruce, for spending a little time here tonight and sharing all that. All right, let me throw my slideshow back on here so everybody can see that, and we'll just jump here real quick. I just want to mention that you are in the right place at the right time right now. If you didn't know that, with the right product, all those cashback savings on money that you're already spending, a very affordable price, and paid, and you got a great amount of detail from one of the co-founders himself and the owner of the company. You've got the right timing. You can literally be the first to tell thousands of people about this. And if you're like Bruce, maybe you can get 1,000 of them to join you. And then the right tools, right? You've got the training, everything really that you need is in place right here with Nexus. And by the way, you can recruit all over the globe. You can build your business anywhere. So thank you to the Phelps brothers for putting that all in place. You have 2 choices to join now as a free member, where you can get referral payments on those enrollments. If you just do an average of about 1 a week, it's 1.25. I'm going to use 5 enrollments, per month, which would be a little bit more than 1 a week. But, our top affiliates average 5 enrollments a day, 150 in a month. So 5 a month, I think, is kind of conservative. But, these are the amounts. If you had that $30 from Rakuten and 5 referrals, that'd be $150 right there. On the gas referral, if you get your average fill up 15 gallons, you get 15 cents per referral, and you get 5 of those, there's another $11. And then if you do the Fetch Rewards, which Bruce is an expert on, 5 referrals there, that'd be 10,000 points, and that gets you a $10 gift card, not $10,000. But there you go. It's $170 a month. It's not residual, but you add that on top of how much you get yourself, and it's a nice little chunk of change that's going to come in. Now, again, all of that is based on how much you spend, when you bring people in, how much they spend, and of course, companies can change their offer. That's free member. That's number 1. Number 2 is a premium member, and that's where you're able to build a business, and you can build a part-time business up to a full-time. And Bruce is showing you 267,000 points on his Fetch Rewards app, which actually is really obnoxious. So if you go back to the Fetch slide, if you remember that far back in our presentation, 50,000 points is $50. So he's sitting on 5 times 50. That's tough math. $250 right there on the Fetch Rewards he's racked up. Now, if you're serious about earning a part-time income that can grow into that full-time, and you want to help everybody who uses the service, I think we got the best business model put together, where no one can get hurt, no one's buying rank artificially, and not going through a difficult sales process to try to, bend somebody's arm, twist their arm to get them to plug in. We got a great system here, very simple, plug and play. Bruce gave you a bunch of ideas. He alluded to a bunch of others. Spend an hour a day on your own business. Maybe you spend 2 or 3. It's up to you how much time you have. Will you take the action, and will you be patient to allow that duplication to happen over what we call a long term, like 6 months to maybe 2 years. I mean, that's it. If the answer is yes, then all you got to do is duplicate our system. And then, you know, we showed you this chart earlier with Art. So I'm not going to spend any more time on that, but I do want to show you, you know, how to plug in here, and you can decide. You can get back to the person that invited you and tell them if you're a 1, a free member, or a 2, a premium member. And that's it. Here's how you plug in. If you go to the website of the person that invited you, mynexusrewards.com/their username. All right. And when you get there, you click on the Join Now button. You'll know if you're in the right place because you'll see their name and contact info right in this blank spot here on the screen. Once you click that Join Now, you'll get a long list of all the stuff that is included in our premium membership. And you can just click the button at the bottom, become a premium member. Now, you can sign up for free if you want, but you know, we always say friends don't let friends enroll for free. But then you pick your country, and then you give them your name, email, phone number, and a charge card, and boom, you're in. That's it. Nothing else to it. Pretty easy to do. Shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes to do that, so you can plug in and turn your dreams into reality. Appreciate you joining us tonight. I'm going to hit the stop button on our recording right now.